all the way through choosing a niche, considerations you need to know, what sort of things you need to think about and research and find, and just the way you should go about choosing a potential niche that you want to do. All right, so the goals for this module, first of all, you want to choose a YouTube strategy from the list that we talked about in the last lecture. So whether that's a list channel, whether that is a personal brand channel, whether it is a combination channel, or just a copying and reposting compilation sort of channel. So you're gonna have to think about what sort of method you want to take in YouTube. So hopefully by this point you've kind of chosen a method that you might want to use. And so that's gonna basically, again, depend on you yourself. If you think, yeah, I could probably grab my phone and record myself talking about topic, I could probably do that. If you think you could do that, maybe you want to choose that method. If you say, I have a phone and I could definitely record my voice and I could put together different royalty-free clips and, create comments, videos, and things like that in my editor, right? Which we'll talk about exactly how you actually edit these videos with free software. So not really something difficult to do, but if you think that you could definitely do that method, then there you go. If you think you could not do any sort of voice, if you could not do any sort of face, remember there's also the opportunity to outsource, which we will talk about later. Can be very, very cheap and simple to do. So, but hopefully by this point you've at least thought of a strategy that out of those four that you might want to do the most. And so that will kind of depend on, do I want to make a bunch of money really, really fast and then, maybe get demonetized in the future and that's okay, and then I'll just start a new one. So that's one strategy you can do. So if you're going to do the copying, reposting, and be risky about it, you can do that. You can make money really, really quickly doing that, tens of thousands of dollars within, a couple of months. You can basically grow a channel from nothing to really, really high, really, really quickly, because you're picking and choosing viral niches and viral topics, right? Things that are currently trending, things that are currently hot, things that are currently viral. You can literally grow a channel overnight. I'm going to show you an example that I actually did where I posted one video that got 500,000 views and literally made me like $2,000 or $3,000 on a channel that had nothing on it. Overnight, I got like 20,000 subscribers and literally got like 500,000 views and ended up making like $2,000 in one day with one channel. So I'm going to show you guys an example of what I did to do that. I'm to making a lot of money and also be sustainable for the future. So those are the considerations when you're choosing the exact strategy that you want to go with. And so then after that, we want to create a list of 10 to 20 potential niches or topics or ideas that you could create using the channel strategy that you've chosen. So if there is a personal brand, if you're choosing the personal brand strategy and you think you want to be a YouTuber and be in front of the camera and talk and do all of those things and be a personal brand, then you want to start writing down 10 to 20 ideas of topics that you actually could discuss in detail. Things that you enjoy, things that you could talk about, right? And then if it's going to be like a list channel or a combination channel or something like that, again, just write down 10 to 20 different ideas of things that you enjoy or things that you would like to make videos about. And if you're doing the copying and reposting strategy, same exact thing. Think of 10 to 20 ideas that you think you could make videos on. And then we're going to narrow your list down to 3 to 5 niche ideas after doing research, which I'm going to show you the exact research that you want to do in order to narrow these ideas down. Then your goal overall in this module is going to be to have a niche chosen by the time you get done with this module. So why choose a niche? So first of all, it gives you direction and specific things to research, right? So if you're choosing a niche, right? So you have your strategy that you're going to do, one of the 4 methods of channels, but now you want to choose a niche so that you have a direction, right? So you're not just, so you might end up doing a sort of kind of combination niche, like some of these other channels that I've already shown you examples of that jump around and do all different types of topics and all different kinds of niches, right? Their niche is kind of just lists, right? people who enjoy watching top 10s of anything, right? So that's kind of what a lot of those channels are doing. So it's not really a niche per se, but they're finding niches inside of these different top 10s basically. So the niche is kind of top 10s. But in general, if you choose a niche, it's going to give you an idea, a direction, things to search, right? Things to search. And so even if you choose 10 to 20 different niches, right? And you decide I'm just going to do a generic top 10 list niche, and then my list is going to be, I'm just going to do top 10s. Well, you're at least, researching these. You have ideas for 10 to 20 different niches of videos that you can make of top 10s or of a compilation or whatever it is. So it's going to give you things to search. It's going to give you channel ideas that you can go in YouTube, and I'm going to show you how to research all this stuff, but then give you specific channels that you can kind of follow, so that you can kind of, base your channel off of their channel, base what you're doing off of what they're doing, and kind of mimicking kind of what's working for those channels, what's being successful for those channels. And then it's also important to choose a niche because it helps you get subscribers, right? And with this, the more niche down your niche is, the more subscribers that you'll usually get, right? So obviously that's not always the case. I showed you plenty of examples that have millions of subscribers who aren't really niche down. They're not doing top 10s on the same niche every time. They're doing something different every single time. But like Rick Shields that I showed you, the golf guy, right? He's getting a lot of subscribers because he appeals to people who enjoy golf, right? So that's kind of, it's not really niche down, but it kind of is, because he kind of does either how to improve in golf, right? How to improve in golf and different clubs. Like he gives examples, he gives reviews of different golf clubs, right? So these are people who are wanting to improve at golf, and they're also people who are interested in different clubs, so things like that. So it's more niche down. And so if your channel is a certain niche, it helps you get subscribers, especially at the beginning. If you're niche down at the very beginning, it helps you grow. So for instance, my Buy 9 to 5 channel, right? I started out by doing make money on YouTube without making videos, right? So I kind of created that keyword. Like I was one of the first ones to basically use that keyword on YouTube, and it slowly took off, right? And so now that's one of the highest search things on, how to YouTube, right? Make money without making videos pops up. So it was niche down at the beginning, and that helped my channel grow. It helped me get subscribers to where now I can post a video on how to make money on YouTube, and that keyword that I wouldn't have been able to rank for before, I'm starting to be able to rank for, or even make money online, which was a really hard keyword to rank for. But because I started niche down with make money on YouTube without making videos, right? I got subscribers, I got my channel to start rolling, and then from there I was able to then get up to those higher, harder to rank for keywords. So that's another reason niching down is good. And then also it helps with retention and click-through. So obviously, if you have a certain niche, right, then you're going to get more subscribers, people that are actually interested in that niche, and they see that you're making multiple videos on a topic that they are interested in. They have a good chance of subscribing to you that way. If you're jumping all over the board, right, especially at the beginning when you haven't proven yourself as being a very entertaining, video creator, or, whatever it is that you're choosing to do, you're not going to get as many subscribers if you're jumping around doing all different sorts of niches. So by doing a niche, niching down really well, then you're going to get, audiences that are going to subscribe to you that are interested in that certain niche. And it's going to help you get retention and click through, because again, if they enjoy your videos, they're probably going to click on every one of your videos, right? So every time you come out with a new video, they're going to click it, right? And they're going to watch it. And it's going to help you with retention because they enjoy you, and they're probably going to watch your whole video. Even if they're not even that into that one video, your subscribers are going to watch almost your entire video. And they're most likely going to click on it. And retention and click-through, which we'll talk about later, are really, really important for getting, found on YouTube and getting suggested on YouTube and all of those sort of things. This also helps with view velocity. So view velocity is basically how many views your video gets, especially in the first 24 hours. That's when it's really, really important. So view velocity, if you have more subscribers, you have more people that are watching your video in the first 24 hours, which means they'll have really high view velocity, hopefully, depending on how many subs you have. then people will be watching your video like right when it comes out because they are subscribed to you. And then that's going to help push your video up because it's getting a lot of views in that first 24 hours, which tells YouTube it could be a popular video. So it also helps you with getting that view velocity as well. So that's why it's important to choose a niche. So considerations when choosing a niche is you want to choose things you're passionate about and enjoy, and something that you could, potentially make or find videos about. So you want to choose things that you enjoy, like that you enjoy working with daily, because especially if you're going to be building this channel up for the long term, you're going to want to be in something that you aren't going to hate doing every day. So say you just choose a niche because it gets a lot of views. But you don't care about it at all. Like if I decided I'm going to do ballet compilations, I would get so bored because I don't enjoy ballet at all, right? So there's always an opportunity to make money in any niche. So you might as well find something that you're actually interested in and passionate about, because you're going to have an opportunity to make money in pretty much any niche on YouTube. And in any topic or niche that you choose, you're going to be able to find certain subjects inside those niches that, will get views and make money and all of those things. So write down things that you're passionate about, not just things that I know it gets views. Write down things that you actually care about and are passionate about. And then also things that you could actually think that you could make or find videos about. And then also, don't worry yet about if it will get views or not, okay? So we're going to validate that in a little bit. We're going to do our research. I'm going to show you how to do the research to see if the niches that you wrote down are ones that are going to be able to get views or not. Don't not write something down that you thought of just because you think, oh, it probably won't get views. Because, again, inside that niche, there might be awesome keywords that maybe not that many people have actually made videos on yet, but actually a lot of people search for, okay? So we will find that out later, so don't throw something out and not write it down just because you think it won't get views. We'll find out if it's gonna get views or not, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so now what I want you to do is actually make videos on or find videos on. So you can write this down in your phone, you can write it down on the computer, whatever you're doing, you can write it down on a piece of paper. So in a little bit, I'm gonna give you guys a massive list of niches that I compiled, but I don't want you to look at that yet because I want these to be ideas that you because if you're thinking of these ideas, then they're probably things that you're more likely to be passionate about and actually care about. So first of all, I just want you to brainstorm your own in yourself 10 to 20 niches that you think you would like to do. So you should easily be able to write down 10 to 20 niche ideas. And then, from there, we might refine that and look into research of, is that a good niche or not? And I'm going to show you how to do that for your particular niches. And then I'm going to give you that list of niches. So if you're still struggling, hopefully by the end of that, you will have definitely chosen a niche. But right now, I want you to just write down 10 to 20 ideas for certain niches that you might want to do.